Hey there, Sharon Horne. Welcome to a slow starting video. Let's talk about how to use energy and enthusiasm to supersize your communication, to supersize your business via communication. We're going to talk about 5 different areas in your business that's just critical and super important. And then I'm going to share 7 different ways that you can infuse energy and enthusiasm into your communication just by practicing these little skills and honing these little skills and making them positive habits that you have that add dimension, energy, and enthusiasm to your communication and to your messages. Now, we've all sat in on one of these type of situations I'm going to talk about in a minute, where the person is just speaking in a monotone, or they're not excited about what they're talking about. They're just doing a presentation because it's part of their job and they have to do a presentation. But there's places where it's critical that you do certain things in order to convey that you actually believe in your products and services, the thing that your message to the people that you're sharing your message with. If you don't believe in it, people can see through your body language, through your tone, through your pitch, through your personal behavior and your communication style, whether you're being authentic or not. We have to be authentic in our communication, and especially in these 5 areas. Number 1, business presentations. Who hasn't been at a networking event or they had a speaker that spoke in a monotone, or who hasn't had a college professor or a professor or a teacher in their lifetime that was super duper boring and spoke in a monotone, so most of the class dozed off during it? I had those both in high school and in college. My favorite was the history professor at Marquette University, who I can't remember his name now, but somebody warned me my freshman year that if I took that class, which was a required class back then, in history, you had to take some kind of history and you got that professor sit front and center. And even though he spit a lot, the only way you were going to stay awake in that class, and it was so true, every class that semester, somebody dozed off and fell asleep and their head hit the desk because he spoke in an absolute positive monotone. His stories, his information was excellent, but he never varied his tone of voice. So it was like a metronome or something that kept a beat and a pace that literally put people to sleep. Business presentations, you need to believe in your products and services when you're presenting them to anyone that you're talking to your business about. Sales and marketing. If you don't have energy and enthusiasm and excitement about and creativity about your products and services, nobody else is going to either. Leadership and team meetings need to be positive and enthusiastic. You need to be excited about what people are contributing and excited about the information that you're sharing with them. If you're not, cut the meeting short, send an email, do something different, but find some ways to encourage participation and energy into your leadership and team meetings. Job interviews. Have you ever interviewed anyone? Now, I've interviewed literally thousands of people in my career, and the ones that are the easiest, because they're going to be over really, really quick, are the ones where the person comes in unprepared, indifferent, or has zero interest or enthusiasm in the job. And you can tell within about 2 minutes, if not sooner, what their position is on that. If they have, and there's a difference between being nervous and helping them over that so that they can put their best foot forward in the interview as an interviewer, and just knowing that they don't care and they're just using you as a practice interview. And those people are usually out the door pretty quickly. And I'll ask them right out, I mean, do you care about this job interview? Because that's how easy it is to tell. And the other place we need to have energy and enthusiasm, which a lot of people don't, it's like, the dances in school where the girls are on one side of the dance floor and the boys are all on the other, usually junior high-ish. And that happens at networking events too. It happens at parties. It happens at networking events. You're either energized, excited, and choosing to participate, or you're hanging back by the wall. And if you're a wallflower at networking events, at dances, at anything in your life, you are going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. So when we go to networking events, and I say choose wisely the ones you attend so that you are excited about them. There was a big push back in the 80s and 90s, at least in my experience, that everybody needed to participate in trade industries and networking events in every place they possibly could. What happened is people got burnt out. You get burnt out if you're just going to a networking event every single week for the sake of going to a networking event every single week. You lose your energy and enthusiasm, and people sense that. Guess what? People aren't going to come up and talk to you or even want to talk to you unless you're excited and enthusiastic about what you're there to share. So what are 7 ways we can go about improving our energy and enthusiasm so that we come across as we want to as we're growing and building and supersizing our business? Because nothing will help you grow your business faster, getting funding, getting people excited about your business, than doing just that through your communication. So we want to make sure that we're using and doing all of the things we possibly can. So number 1 is use positive body language, right? Eye contact, make eye contact with people, smile, be excited, be actually authentically excited and enthusiastic about your business. Again, because if you're not, nobody who's helping you build that business is going to be. If you're not leading that and sharing your enthusiasm, nobody is going to want to do business with you. Even vendors will shy away if they think that you are going to be a problem customer for them, right? It's true. People are all out looking for who is their ideal person to work with, and they want more people like that, not people that are problems or negative or whiny, etc. A little bit of a tickle in my throat. Number 2, vary your tone and pitch, and pay attention to your tone and pitch. Are you, is your audience relating to the tone and pitch and pace and other things that you're communicating with? When we're excited and enthusiastic about something, we tend to speak a little louder, speak a little faster, and those are some of the ways we show our enthusiasm. If you're talking really slowly in a monotone, no one is going to care what you have to say, and they will hit the doors as quickly as they possibly can. Speak with passion. Use words, language, believe in what you're saying. The number 1 way to speak with passion is actually believe in what you're saying. If you don't believe in the message you're conveying, it is really, really hard to convey that message with enthusiasm and excitement. Remember in corporate America, sometimes when I joined corporate America, it was decades ago, right? And it was very much top-down communication, top-down leadership and expectations. So the executive or the branch and committee would come up with an idea, or executive team, and then they would hand it down through the ranks. And then those of us at the lower level of management, because that was my entry-level management job, would have to communicate that to our teams. And some team leaders and some team managers were excellent at finding what was in it for the people they were conveying the message to. And others would just basically read off what the new directive was. Guess who had the best success with the same message? Same message, different teams, of course, but who had more success? The people that conveyed the message in a way that the people they were communicating it to could relate to, and did it with authenticity, enthusiasm, and excitement, right? Said, hey, this is what's in it for you to follow and do this thing, this directive. And it's more than just keeping your job, right? It's got to be more than that to keep people interested. Engage with your audience. Ask them questions. Ask them to participate. Encourage them to ask questions. But get them engaged in the communication. That builds excitement and enthusiasm. Practice active listening. When they comment or share something, listen, right? People will tell us everything we need to know if we just listen to them actively, meaning be present, listen to actually listen and understand, not to figure out what the next thing you're going to say is or what you're going to answer them. So practice active listening. Again, be authentic. I don't know how to emphasize this enough. Be yourself, be authentic, be who you really are. Number 1, so people know what to expect from you. Be consistent, be genuine, and be genuinely energetic about and enthusiastic about the things you're enthusiastic about. Guess what? None of us are ever excited and enthusiastic about everything, right? There are things that we just don't have the energy to care about, and we're saving our energy for the things that are most important to us and to building and growing and supersizing our business. And finally, stay energized so that you can be energetic. Eat right, get some rest, get enough rest, stay hydrated, move your body, get outside in nature. All the things that are healthy for our body, mind, and psyche and soul, we want to make sure that we're doing so we've got the energy to communicate in the way that we want in order to build and grow and supersize our business. So I'd love to know your take on this. I say pick one today, one thing, one of the 7, and just practice it today for the fun of it. Practice active listening. Practice being authentic. Practice having energy in your communication. Practice your tone and pitch, and see the kind of reaction you get when you use different tones, different pitches, different speaking styles or body language. All right, that's it. Any questions, hit me up and ask. You can always ask on this video. You can always direct message me. Otherwise, have a great day. And I'll, of course, see you tomorrow with another communication topic for this month. Have a great day.